Hey everybody, Vaughn here with the Vonster vlog, and welcome to another baby step on our way to 10K steps a day. So I already have my BitFit going to track my steps for today's workout. If you have a pedometer or a fitness tracker and you want to follow along and let me know how many steps you got down in the comments, that'd be so helpful. Let's start out in just a basic march. Just finding what pace we want in the music. Don't feel like you have to have rhythm. So we could just be randomly moving around. As long as we're doing it for 15 minutes and getting our heart rate up, then we did what we showed up to do. Be sure to breathe nice and deep. Let's make our arms a little bigger. We can raise our knees a little higher. Y'all, I stole my husband's shirt. I missed wearing his tank tops, but I like the way they fit on me again, so he better watch out. We might need to get him a new pack of tank tops, because I'm gonna cut him up and tie-dye him probably, but we'll see. Now let's do a side tap out. Or a side step. Actually, the side tap out, that'd be this. Yeah, okay. You can do whichever one you want. I just know I've got scheduled some side steps later in today's workout, whereas this is our chance to do this movement. And now I'm gonna add in some arms. We're gonna be keeping an arms at an L shape. One's over and out to the side. And we just swap that. This is it from the side. And I'm a little floppy on my placement, but I'm moving, and that counts. So from here, let's continue with that tap out, but towards the front now. So like this. Oh, it was all rainy this morning, but now the sun's come out. That's pretty nice. Now let's add in some arms here, continuing with that tap. Let's just push forward. And we can add some intensity here by adding a bend in our supporting leg, coming down a little lower, maybe reaching just as far as we can with our foot and our arms. And if this is too easy for you, well, remember we're going for a full 15 minutes, so I always have to remind myself to pace myself. But you can add like you're moving your arms through molasses. So whoa, by like flexing all of your muscles, you can really make something simple and easy very complicated and difficult. I myself, not to brag, but I'm very good at overcomplicating simple things. Oh, coming back to that march. And now we're going to be adding in a bicep curl. And this is a good instance to really add a little bit of self-generated resistance, or you could also grab some bottles of water or weights or cans of soup. I don't recommend glass ones. Those break when I drop them. And you can hold weights for the whole workout, or you don't have to use them at all. It's just a nice little option. And up next, we're going to be doing a hamstring curl. There we go. And we just put our hands on our hips. This is it from the side. We're just curling our heel up towards our glute. Some days I feel this very much in my hamstrings. Some days it's stretching in my quads and in my calves. So it's a great opportunity to just listen to our bodies and check in. I spent so much time avoiding movement because So I didn't want to wear myself out, for the things that I needed my energy for. That most of all of my movements felt very unfamiliar to me. I didn't know what was normal and what wasn't for me. So doing this consistently, though, we start to find where our normal is. So I call these saloon doors. My palms are facing out and back. And I'm just slapping through those saloon doors. Ka-chow. Okay, now let's come into a side step. And we can take this forward and back if we want. I love taking up space on my mat or rug or dance floor. This rug is all of those things to me. I have those squishy exercise mats underneath the rug, and I really love that, especially for whenever I'm doing groundwork or anything. Okay, continuing our side step. I'm now gonna reach just across, really stretching through my side body, through my obliques. Now up next we have step, the step taps, but towards the back. So instead of stepping out into the front, we're just stepping towards the back, and that looks like this from the side. And keep our hands on our hips just to find our balance. I really love anything that makes me shift my weight side to side, and then having to stay on pace with the music. Really, it's what I need. Let's add in some tricep extensions, focusing on the backs of our arms. Or you could keep your hands on your hips. This one's pretty challenging for me at least. Anytime you feel challenged and it's more than it's a little too far out of that comfort zone, we're all about baby stepping. Only go so far as what's challenging the edge of your comfort zone. This is advice to myself. Don't overdo it to the point that you don't feel like showing up again tomorrow. Whew, okay, so now we're gonna do half jacks. Let's stand in place, and we'll get the feet going first. So it's that step out. And when we step out, let's bring that arm up. So it's like half of a jumping jack. And let's do this for another round. And again, anytime I want to add a little bit of resistance, like make it more intense, I just deepen down into my legs, do a little bit of just a very small squat, and I'll treat it like my arms are being weighted by the air around them. Or I can make it go faster, but sometimes I don't want to go faster. I just want it to be harder. I don't want it to go faster. All right, so now that same step back as before, you can stay there, or we can do a full-on glute leg lift towards the back. Really focusing into that butte. I got sore muscles back there that I didn't know I had from doing yesterday's. It's called the box squat. Woof. It's good stuff though. Let's keep this going and bring our arms up. You could do one arm or you could do both arms. Or you could use your arms and hold on to something. So just wherever you're at, whatever you need, do that. Because even just showing up and doing minimum effort, you're still off the couch. Or even if you're sitting on the couch and following along, moving your feet and your hands, you're moving your feet and your hands. And that is not nothing. Oh, my butt. So and now let's come into just even more, coming down into a little squat, side to side. You could just nice and easy. Yeah, let's do that. Side steps. And up next, we're gonna add in our arms, just swinging. And this is where I do like to do a little bit more of a dip in the middle. Whoop, whoop. Always remember, if we listen to our bodies whisper, we won't have to hear them scream. So if your knees are hurting, if your back's hurting, if you've got something that's more than just exertion, keep an ear on that. You know your body better than anybody. Let's just march for a moment. You know, I was cold when I started this. Like, I was like, ooh, I wanted like a blankie and a sweater and another cup of tea. And now I'm like, I need to turn on the fan. That's good. Let's keep this march going. Just add in a nice wide row. This is how that looks from the side. And I really like squeezing those shoulder blades together. Whew. Now we get to come into knee lifts. Go at whatever pace you like. Just keep moving. And if you're like, I'm only marching for the rest of the workout, that's okay. You still got today's 15 minutes and that's still a full baby step. Even if you have to take a day where it's just doing a 5-er, it's still a baby step. That's one of the 5-minute, we've got 7 different 5-minute long baby steps that you can choose from. So now it's arms overhead and pull down. Like we're breaking something over our knee. Like the whole idea is so long as we keep taking steps, literal steps, we will get to where we're going. The plan is linear, but the execution is not. Whenever the plan meets reality, it just turns into a tangled ball of string. But as long as we keep going forward, we'll get there. Okay. Whew, if I sound out of breath, it's because I am. Let's do some side steps, just forward and back. Step, touch, touch. Mind to the furniture and the cat. We got Z-Dog, a new dog bed from the Sam's Club. And it turned into Ember Cat has a new dog bed because she just moved right in. And fortunately, we've got the couch down here. Let's go for 30 more seconds in this step touch. This is the start of our cool down. So we did it, you guys. Keeping this nice, like kind of chiller pace, slightly more chill pace. Taking deep breaths. Giving our body what it needs. Hydrate so you don't dehydrate. Let's move now into side reachers. So let's get the feet down first. We're just stepping and touching. And then reach. This is up and over. And I kind of like touching my toe a little farther back, but that's just up to you. Now let's change that to we're twisting the whole trunk and core of our body with reaching across, still keeping those same feet, still keeping the breath going. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I kind of cheated. I'm recording this in like mid-November. And so when you're watching this, what I mean by that I cheated is I already know that this works. So I cannot wait to see y'all's results and hear y'all's journeys and everything down in the comments, you guys. Because I already did it. I looked at it first and it was like, yeah, this works. So I'm not having to go on blind faith. I was at the beginning, but once I got enough data in, I was like, oh yeah, for sure, this works. I've just been keeping my calories at around 2,000 calories a day. And the weight loss isn't the point. The weight loss is a byproduct of the point, that is consistency and showing up and doing what I know I'm supposed to be doing. If I were just keeping myself as like a pet, like if I were a pet hamster, and I would have to ask myself, am I getting enough water? Do I have the food that I need that's nutritious and not going to give me all sorts of interesting hamster problems? You know, is my environment stimulating or overstimulating? You know, and then I need to provide those things to myself as just a human, like as basic self-care. And so this is me running on my hamster wheel, but I am a much happier hamster when I run on my hamster wheel. So I hope that makes any sort of sense. I hope that this is helpful to y'all, and I hope you come back tomorrow for another day of baby steps on our way to 10K. Let me know how you're doing down in the comments, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hey you guys, thank you so much for showing up for yourselves and showing up to be my workout buddy for another day of our baby steps on our way to 10K a day. There is a comment or like a question of the day pinned down in the comment area, so if you want to go and check that out, and you can answer privately to yourself just in your own mind or in a journal, or you can answer publicly, because I know that personally it really helps keep me motivated and inspired when I'm not like actively like working out or meal planning myself. Like getting to interact with y'all is so inspiring, and getting to hear your stories and your struggles and your wins and just your ideas and like all of this. Thank you so much. Like it's blown my mind. So I do look forward to hearing from y'all down in the comment area. And there's no obligation, and you don't have to keep up with every day, but I do recommend, I know that these questions were very helpful to me at the time of recording. I'm only 30 some odd pounds down out of my 100-pound weight loss journey, but for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm gaining momentum. Instead of normally whenever I start like a fitness journey, like another like Vaughn adventure, it starts out super intense, and then the motivation just kind of like peters off until I just resort back to entropy or just my habits, which not all of them are good, not all of them are bad, but I think it's just like maintaining a garden. I feel like maintaining myself is very, very important. And I don't know if it's like this for other folks, but it takes constant daily work of me weeding and fertilizing and watering and all of these different things to be my best self, just the same way that it takes daily work out in my actual yard and garden to help it to be its best and most abundant and less pest problems and less work. And, you know, just I don't know, I really like that metaphor, but I hope that this is helpful to you guys. Those questions were very, very helpful to me, and I'm very interested to hear any questions that y'all might have as well. So that being said, I will see y'all tomorrow. Thank you so much for being my workout buddy, and until then, you guys, keep on keeping on. Mwah. Bye. I want to give a huge thank you and shout out to our channel members and all of our new subscribers and just anybody who's popping by and watching. Thank you guys so much for being here. Like, I don't kid whenever I call y'all my workout buddies. Y'all being here has helped keep me accountable. Y'all help me to be my best self. Like, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here for me and for being here for you, because you're the only one of you that I got. So you got to take care of you, okay? So I'll see y'all tomorrow. And until then, keep on keeping on. Bye.